Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. Here are the most important topics that are happening in the city. After 36 years with the Valdosta Fire Department, Chief Frank McMillan is retiring. He was recently celebrated at a ceremony where his peers praised the man that helped them in so many ways.
I didn't realize I touched that many lives or that many people made that much impact. So you do feel good leaving after 36 years that there were some people that you touched.
McMillan loved his job with the department, and he enjoyed the connections he made with his coworkers.
Just being able to help people and the brotherhood and being in a bigger family than your own. So you take a lot away from helping the citizens and just people in general you see every day. You feel like you made some kind of difference.
He leaves some advice for the members of the department.
Just don't forget where you come from. Remember when you started. Have patience and understanding, and sooner or later you'll be me. You'll be leaving.
We wish Chief McMillan the best on his retirement. At the most recent City Council meeting, Council approved the purchase of 2 new generators to be used as backup power for the Mud Creek wastewater treatment plant and the Gornto pump station.
We were able to get approved 2 generators similar to the unit that you see behind us. Those units are capable of producing 1.5 megawatts of power each, and they're going to be going at our Gornto lift station, which is the city's largest lift station. Is located near the YMCA on Gornto Road. The other is going to the Mud Creek wastewater treatment facility, and both units will serve as backup power in case there's sustained power outages at those locations.
These 2 sites are so important because 60% of residential wastewater goes through Gornto, and the industry wastewater goes to the Mud Creek plant.
60% of all the flow that comes from Valdosta goes through that lift station. So we want to ensure that station stays functioning during a sustained power outage. That station, along with a station in Reamer, pumps are the 2 master lift stations that pump to the Withlacoochee wastewater treatment plant. The other generator is going to the Mud Creek wastewater treatment facility. As you know, most of our commercial customers, their flows go to the Mud Creek facility. So we want to ensure that that station or that plant stays operational as well.
Now both sites have multiple power backups, as each are also powered by local power companies.
We have 2 power feeds going in there. We have one coming from Georgia Power. We have another feed coming from Colquitt Electric. So the thoughts at the time were that both of those units, both of those power sources would have to fail before we would lose power at those stations. Unfortunately, we've seen when both of those power sources did go down during a substantial storm event, during a hurricane. So we thought it prudent to ensure that we have a source of power that we can control.
For more information, contact the Utilities Department. The Valdosta-Lowndes County Chamber of Commerce helped cut the ribbon for a new business in downtown Valdosta. The Collective is a subscription-based shared working space for small businesses.
The Collective is a co-working and shared office environment for entrepreneurial small businesses who want to start up, grow to a space where they can have more than one person, also meet other people, people who travel and work out of their homes. They have a chance to come and have a professional environment.
The space can also be used for a work address. It has a conference room and the kitchen area.
You actually have a mailing address here, get your mail here, have a professional work environment. If you need to have meetings, then we have conference rooms, we have phone call rooms, we have a kitchenette area, so you can have lunch here, meet friends or other co-workers. So it really is a community co-working environment for people who want a physical office or just want a virtual membership and come here every now and then.
Starting this new business in downtown was an easy choice.
Our office is headquartered downtown in this building, so when we redeveloped this building a couple years ago and moved our office here, we bid out this office space. And seeing what the need was in the environment and working in the communities like Valdosta, we know there's a lot of entrepreneurs here. There's a lot of things that the Chamber and Valdosta State and the technical schools are doing to create and promote small business that we felt like there was a need for a space to do that.
We welcome the collective to downtown Valdosta. March is Red Cross Month, and members of the South Central Red Cross chapter came together with Mayor Matheson for a proclamation declaring it Red Cross Month in Valdosta.
The purpose of Red Cross Month is to highlight the service delivery and our mission to the community of all of the great work that our volunteers have done this past calendar year in Valdosta, Lowndes County. And so each year the President of the United States declares March as Red Cross Month, and each executive director meets with the elected officials and they read the proclamation, and we're very grateful for the support of the mayor today and or on March 3rd. And it just highlights everything that we've done, from helping people who have been displaced and suffered from disasters. It shows the power of life-saving blood. You know, we had over 2,000 units of blood collected just in Valdosta last year, and so the need for blood is always critical.
We encourage everyone to sign up to donate blood by calling 229-242-7404. These stories and more on this edition of City Focus. Welcome to City Focus. I'm Marcus McConico, the media coordinator for the City of Valdosta. City Focus is your source for what's happening within your government. Here are the most important topics that are happening in the city.
COVID-19 has changed how we express our faith and gather to worship.
We all want to get back to how we pray,
how we congregate, how we lift our voices in praise. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to spreading the word without spreading concern.
Before we can safely come together, we need the facts.
As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Should I get it?
Is it safe?
Should I wait?
It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts. Learn more at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
COVID-19 has hit our community real hard.
We're dying from coronavirus at almost double the national rate.
If we come together, we have the power to save what matters to us, our Black lives.
There's power in protecting your loved ones.
There's power in wearing a mask and social distancing.
There's power in knowing the facts and using your voice.
Let's fight COVID-19. Visit bethepowerofus.org.
For over 2 years, the city has been pushing its Love Where You Live campaign. One neighborhood has taken it upon themselves to host their own spring cleanup, showing that they love where they live. The city helped them by providing roll-offs for the residents to dump their bulk trash.
I am a member of our activities planning committee that we've started here in Oldwood Valley. And so as a part of one of the activities that we wanted to put on for the neighborhood, we decided that this would be a great March activity to do spring cleaning. Our theme in Oldwood Valley is rocking our block. So as a part of the spring cleaning and a part of us rocking our block as well, you know, this event has been great for our neighborhood. It's been great for neighbors to just get rid of stuff.
It's super convenient because, you know, we just moved here back in 2019, and we were in a smaller house, lots of stuff that we still use because we had little babies. Little babies have grown up, and we still had all the stuff in our house but didn't have the opportunity to get rid of it. So now that this is here, we were able to get all of it out of our storage closet, our garage, our attic.
In addition to the cleanup, the community has shown their love by helping a neighbor in a time of need.
It was actually, at the beginning of this year, I was sick and in the hospital. I got out. 2 weeks later, got readmitted, and when I was coming back home, I was still really sick, still really weak, have 2 kids, a husband. Husband had to go to work. They all offered to come and help take care of whatever they could, brought meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever they could do to help. And it was really nice, not actually knowing these people personally, but them wanting to come out, help, whatever needed to be done, they could do it.
Julia and Quita believe that keeping their neighborhood clean helps the entire city.
Well, if you go into some neighborhoods in some cities, you'll walk in, you'll see grass is overgrown, houses look run down, and you're just kind of like, I don't know if I like it here. And then you come to our neighborhood, we've got houses are painted, roofs are nice, grass is done, there's no trash all in the street, in the yards, and it just makes it look really nice and clean.
Living in Valdosta is wonderful. It is a great place to live, and being able to just have people come off the interstate, since Valdosta is directly off the interstate, and drive anywhere within our city and see that it's relatively clean throughout, and that people keep their businesses up, their houses clean, their streets clean, and everything. It only brings value to Valdosta.
They believe everyone should do their part in keeping Valdosta clean.
I mean, it's a community effort. One person can't just do it all. There's going to have to be the want and the need, and more than like 5 or 6 people. You're going to want the whole neighborhood to join in, because I mean, these things, they cost money. But if the more people that join in, the more beneficial it is. And
well, I definitely love where I live. It's just the one small thing that we can do to just, again, keep Valdosta, keep the city looking great, keep the city blossoming and just being beautiful.
Oscar the Grouch here to tell you, yeah, you, to wear a mask out in public around other people. Sure, it'll keep you healthy, but more importantly, I won't have to see your happy, smiling face. And if you don't want to wear a mask, I've just got one thing to tell you. Scram! Go away!
Caring for each other, because we are all in this together.
So wear a mask and have a rotten day, will ya?
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
The City of Valdosta's utility department is using 16 monitors inside of manholes to check flow and to help locate places where inflow and infiltration of stormwater entering the system.
That flow monitor is designed to do is measure the flow going through the manhole, the sewer flow going through the manhole, and also the velocity. And basically what that's going to tell us is tell us what kind of flow we get on a normal basis, on regular flow, and also what kind of flow we get during storm weather.
The monitors will help pinpoint the locations of I&I.
Basically, it'll be a good indication of where I&I is coming from, and we'll be able to track it back. And so start for this manhole. If we get a pretty heavy flow during rainfall, we know, okay, we're getting some heavy flow coming upstream from somewhere. So it's going to help us pinpoint that I&I.
By making it easier to find these issues, the department can better deploy resources.
Whenever we get a heavy rainfall, In the past, what we'd have to do to try to track down where some of this I&I was coming from, we'd have to dispatch crews out to certain locations and try to find the heavy flows and try to address it that way. This will allow us to pull those guys away from that and to concentrate on doing other things within the city.
For more information, contact the Utilities Department.
There was another tremendous splash.
Recently, Valdosta Police Chief Leslie Manahan did a virtual book reading for a kindergarten class at WG9. Reading to school children is not a new thing to the chief, but this is the first experience she has had reading virtually to a group. She looks forward to the time that she can return to the classroom.
This being my first virtual one, I was a little bit skeptical on how it would be. But I think the kids are more used to it than I am, and so it was still neat and it was still a great interaction, but I definitely do miss being in the classroom.
This concludes another edition of City Focus. Be sure to visit our website, valdostacity.com. Like us on Facebook, Valdosta City Without Limits. Also like our Valdosta Youth Council page. Follow us on Twitter at City of Valdosta, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Metro 17 Valdosta, to watch City Focus on demand. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on City Focus.